The Jericho 941 is a double-action/single-action semi-automatic pistol developed by Israel Military Industries, now Israel Weapon Industries, that was launched in 1990. It was first imported into the U.S. in 1990 by KBI, Inc. of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. It was later imported by O.F. Mossberg & Sons and named the Uzi Eagle, and by Magnum Research, Inc. as the Baby Eagle until the end of 2008. Some pistols from Magnum Research are marked Desert Eagle pistol. Despite these names being used in the U.S. market, the Jericho 941 is not related to the IMI Desert Eagle other than its manufacture and design by IMI, and bears only a slight cosmetic resemblance to the larger pistol. From January 2009 until they ceased business in January 2010, KBI, Incorporated, which also imported Charles Daly Firearms, imported the handgun as the Jericho. Magnum Research, now a division of Car Arms, announced a renewed importation of the Jericho. In December 2014, IWI US, Inc. announced they would begin importing both the steel and polymer versions of the Jericho 941 in early 2015. Design and features. The original Jericho 941 was modeled on the well-respected CZ75 pistol designed and produced by Zbrojovka, CZ, of the Czech Republic and built using parts supplied by the Italian arms house Tanfoglio, which had been making their own CZ75 clones. Using a well-tested design allowed IMI to avoid the teething problems most new pistol designs experience, and subcontracting much of the basic fabrication work to Tanfoglio allowed IMI to quickly and economically put into production a pistol that would have enough Israeli content to satisfy government contract requirements. While the R versions of Jericho 941 feature a combined safety/decocker, the decocking lever also acts as a safety and remains unsafe when actuated. The decocker version of the CZ75, CZ75BD, features a simple decocker. The pistol is always ready to fire in double action mode when decocked. The barrel of the CZ75 is traditionally rifled, while the Jericho 941 features a polygonal barrel. Furthermore, the Jericho 941 is substantially heavier. These differences translate into substantial differences in the condition in which the gun is carried. Magazines for the CZ75 and Tanfoglio T95 will function in the Jericho 941. One innovation by IMI was a new, much hotter cartridge, the .41 Action Express, see below, to go along with the Jericho 941. The difference between 9mm and .41 AE is the same as .44 Magnum and .50 AE. The AE cartridges have rebated rims which are the same diameter as the less powerful rounds, but the case is wider, providing more power. This allows these pairs of calibers to be used in the same firearm with only a change of barrel, recoil spring, and magazine. The .41 AE was less commercially successful than the 10mm, and was soon discontinued. Experience with heavily loaded rounds gave IMI a considerable lead, however, in chambering for the soon-to-be successful .40 SNW, and also allowed the Jericho to up-chamber to the very popular .45 ACP. The Jericho 941 design has been modified to include accessory rails on the frame for mounting lasers or flashlights, a feature found on many current-generation semi-automatic handguns. Variants. The introduction of the Jericho 941 also introduced a new caliber to the market, the .41 Action Express, or .41 AE, which was developed in 1986. The .41 AE was a unique rebated rim cartridge designed to use .410-inch, 10.25mm, bullets and duplicate a reduced power police loading of the .41 Magnum. The Jericho originally shipped with two barrels, one for 9x19mm Parabellum and the other for .41 AE. Since the .41 AE was designed with a rebated rim the same dimensions as that of the 9mm, the extractor and ejector worked equally well for either cartridge. Ballistically, the .40 SNW was similar to moderate .41 AE loads. The reloading manuals that list the .41 AE generally say to use .40 SNW data, although commercial loadings of .41 AE were somewhat more powerful than the .40 SNW. With the stronger backing of major American firearms and ammunition manufacturers, the .40 SNW quickly pushed the .41 AE out of the market. The Jericho 941 was only on the market for 1 year before the dual 9mm/.41 AE chambering was dropped, and the pistol was sold as either 9mm or .40 SNW. Some shooters like the Baby Eagle in .40 SNW for its extra reserve of strength, since the Baby Eagle was originally designed for a more potent cartridge, the .41 AE, which is the reverse of some makers who dropped .40 SNW barrels into pistols previously spec'd for the milder 9mm cartridge and had subsequent barrel and cartridge case failures. A later compact version, the Jericho 941, was chambered in .45 ACP or 9mm. It is not clear to what extent the Jericho original .41 AE/9mm Jericho frame and slide were built up to handle the .45 ACP's much larger diameter, although the .45 ACP is a milder load running at much lower pressures than the .41 AE, the barrel opening for the .45 ACP is, of necessity, much larger. Desert Eagle does not permit the use of AND-P or AND-P end loads per its website FAQ, although reviewers have shot and reported the ballistics on AND-P .45 ACP defensive loadings. Initially Jericho pistols used barrels with polygonal rifling, which sometimes produces slightly higher velocity due to better bullet-to-barrel fit. IWI switched to conventional land and groove rifling from 2005 to 2007. The Jericho 941 is issued in current service throughout the Israeli security forces, and Israel Weapon Industries lost a 1.2 billion pesos bid for the Philippine National Police's 60,000 handgun procurement on July 11, 2012. Users: Colombia, Costa Rica, Dominican Republic, Georgia, Greece, Hungary, used by police, India, used by special forces, Israel, used by various police and security forces, Romania, Serbia, South Korea, used by Army and Marine Corps Military Police Special Duty Team, Ukraine, since September 2009 produced in Ukraine under the name Fort 21.03, used by Ukrainian Police and Special Forces.
Please subscribe and thanks for watching.